Hey, everybody out there. Welcome to BuzzTV Live, September 14th, 2005. I'm Jason Busby.
Zach Parrish.
And joining us, we have Jay
Pennington.
Very nice. Known as Drugaday from 3dbuzz.com. How's everybody doing tonight?
Pendleton.
Pensington. We're coming to you live from the Buzz Cave. Those of you that are member sponsors and are currently tied in should be seeing us live as long as you have a halfway decent connection. And the connection between our servers and your machine is good.
There you go.
So as a reminder, Buzz TV Live is a show that's for mature audiences only. Just in case we happen to say anything that may offend anyone, you have been warned in advance.
There you go.
If you happen to be underage, Hunter 45, you're one of those people.
Heads up.
Please turn off your video feed right now.
Turn off your computer, hit it with a hammer, and run in the other direction as fast as you can.
So it's amazing. I'm over here looking at BuzzNet Radio Chat, and it has quickly filled up with people over the last 60 seconds or so. Very impressive. So, as a reminder, we are running 2 live feeds right now. We are running a live video feed, and we are still running the radio feed for those of you out there that do not have access to BuzzTV Live's video stream. So, one way or the other, you should be able to hear us. And if you happen to be in bed, like most of our people over across the Great Pond, yes, Zach, then you can download the show tomorrow, as we will have at least the radio portion up when you wake up in a few hours from now. With that... Anything we want to say tonight?
No.
Zach's just over there goofing off. Here, I'll let you take care of it.
I was just sitting here talking, and Jay was just, he was stoic. He's just sitting there just... I started to get a little concerned. I was making sure he was still conscious, that he was still here. So I figured if I do the most irritating thing I
you're
can
right.
think of...
Are you with us?
Yeah.
Okay, he smiled. Thank heavens. I was getting scared for just a second.
Uh-oh. Oh, there we go.
Oh, now Zabelbot's... relaxing. It's a cross between.
I'm with you. That
Jay
was hardcore. Zabelbot.
Nice. That's right.
Wow.
So I'd like to start tonight's show off with a very special thank you to Mr. Kevin Adams, the K-Doggy. A lot of you guys from earlier shows heard where he has stepped in and helped out with donating a remote control for controlling the XL1 camera so that we were able to get rid of that horrible text that was showing across your screen. He has also volunteered to come over here tonight and has basically been our camera consultant, looked at the large mess of wires, said, good God, I'm leaving. Yeah. We begged, we pleaded. He stayed and has helped us get things set up a little bit better.
Came in,
so
he's
we're
like,
just one step closer.
Yeah, he's like, you damn bunch of amateurs, get out of the way, and let me show you how to hook this up.
Really, we were pointing the camera at the TV, laughing like little girls. It's so
and
cute.
He's exasperated.
Just
he's
shaking
like,
his head. Oh, man.
I'm here, why?
I do have a concern, Logan. Or Angela, if you can check this, I believe BuzzNet may have died on us.
Wow. Death to BuzzNet, death to BuzzNet.
I'm only saying that because it's not working.
That's
brilliant,
interesting giveaway.
Overloaded.
Wonderful work.
So if that's the case, Logan is logging in now. If you happen to be listening to the stream or the radio and wondering why the hell you can't get on BuzzNet, if it has indeed crashed, it has. Wow.
There is no BuzzNet.
It will be coming back up in just a minute.
BuzzNet has imploded and will be reconstructed shortly.
Yeah, there we go. As you can tell, we are hammering our servers half to death by doing these broadcast feeds. So here it comes. I'm giving it just a second so that we can get this back up and running. Excellent. Here it comes, and I am now jumping back in, and people are coming in like crazy.
Wow, lots of people already.
Yes. Excellent. There we are. Sorry about that, guys. That's just how it goes. This whole thing is one huge experiment taking place here in the Buzz Cave.
Such is life.
So, no, it is Kevin stepped outside, but that is very generous of him to come over and help us out.
Running for his life.
Probably. Probably scared him. He didn't know I was going to say his name and who he was.
Yeah, he's like, oh, no. Oh, well.
But anyways, it has been an interesting day for us today. We woke up this morning and kind of straightened the office up just a little bit, which means we really didn't do much but kick a few things up underneath our desk.
Then we straightened ourselves up, which took quite a bit of effort.
Well, for Zach, that was about 4 hours. For me, it was about 2 minutes. Jay slept through the process.
Yeah.
And then Channel 4 came over today, their sales department, well, at least two of them, their business development and director of sales, and they spoke with us for quite some time about how we could get the word out about 3D Buzz in our local area, which happens to be between 3 and 4 million people in a 50-mile radius from Nashville. So it looks like we may be producing some television commercials about what we do and what we offer and play those in the local area, and some pretty hot times, if you will, coming up here in the very near future. And that could potentially be quite explosive for us. Not only that, they dug what we did so much.
They started off, just wanting to sell us some airtime for a commercial, and they left, talking about a news story involving what we do. So
so now we may
really
get
cool.
some extra airtime, and that's always awesome. So as a quick reminder, tonight is basically technology test number 3 for BuzzTV Live. We will probably be doing one more, that's my guess anyways, that will be coming this Friday, where you are more than welcome to join us live once again at 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. We are more or less testing a new hookup of wires, equipment, etc. I have some new things coming in tomorrow that should allow me to bring the computer into the mix so that if I wanted to share anything on my screen with you guys, I can do that. As a reminder, we are pumping everything through NTSC resolution, if you will, so by the time you get it, what's coming from my screen will be a bit blurred, but so is life.
That's what happens.
That's what happens. But anyways.
Yeah, but life is blurred. If you close your eyes real hard and rub them with your thumbs, it's exactly the same thing.
That's right. So let's see. Taking a quick look over at BuzzNet chat, making sure we're not having any problems. We've got a few people that have disconnected, but people that are coming back in, so perhaps things are starting to smooth out. Quick question before we continue on. Is everybody receiving a fine video and audio stream that's inside of BuzzNet right now? I am curious. And good. Yeses. Excellent.
I can't believe the horrid lack of lag, man.
I know. We do the radio broadcast. The radio people have to wait up to 12 seconds. Yep. We do video and audio.
At 30 frames a second.
And they wait about a second. That absolutely amazes me.
It's painful.
And it's even cooler that we have somebody over there working a camera while we're doing this. That blows my mind.
Yeah. It's
hey,
crazy.
Kevin.
We're not used to ignoring you, Kevin. I know, professionally, we're supposed to forget you're there.
Right.
But it's really tricky.
It's not going to happen.
You're coming out doing these profane poses to that poor camera.
I wasn't going to say that.
Just going to reach over and jiggle this thing underneath this.
Now, Friday night, we're going to push the technical test just a bit further. We are planning on opening up the doors to all of our 3D Buzz members, providing the link as well as the required application to view what we're doing. And that may simply kill 3D Buzz. The good news is we are recording this broadcast so that we can then encode it and put it up for you guys later. So if we manage to kill BuzzTV Live Friday night, fear not. You should be able to listen to us on the radio if we happen to lose video altogether, unless, of course, we just cause the server to catch on fire. Then you're just SOL, period.
There you go.
And if that does happen, not a problem. We will get the encoded version up for you to download as soon as possible. But again, we will be opening it up for everyone that would like to join in. For those tonight that are inside of BuzzNet but are not member sponsors and you are interested in joining in with this particular video cast, feel free to ask any of your partners over there in the Buzz TV world or in the chat zone for the information. Hunter45, thank you very much. He's just now posted it. You are more than welcome to grab that information and join us, even if you are not a member sponsor. Again, for those of you from 3D Buzz that do not have access to BuzzNet right now, you'll be receiving all of this information by Friday.
Yeah.
So you can join in. And so, Buzz TV in its future, a lot of you saw that today. I made a post inside of the 3D Buzz Lounge talking about the direction that I would like to take this show. Also, a lot of you that have known me for some time know that I've been talking about Buzz TV for, over a year now?
A long time.
This is something that I have really, really wanted to do. Now, we've been practicing, I guess you could say, with BuzzNet Radio for Well, January, February, March, April, May, June,
About 9
July,
months.
August, September, about 9 months. And we've done well over 100 shows.
Yeah.
And we've gotten more and more comfortable doing things live as we've been broadcasting live now with BuzzNet Radio for, the last month maybe?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a little bit less, something like that. And now we're pushing the technology curve just a little bit harder by doing this television broadcast, if you will. So we're finally getting there, and that really makes me happy. Once we get our professional switcher in tomorrow and the equipment that's going to allow me to take PC to TV, we should be able to push the show even further. With that, you notice that inside my post I mentioned a new format that's coming up. So I wanted to take just a second and talk about the format change that we're looking to put into BuzzTV Live in the very near future. I think it would be really nice to go ahead and get the show very focused in the realm of 3D and game design. Maybe a little bit of programming here and there, but for the most part, 3D and games.
Right.
You know, right now we do talk about stories of crazy things that happen around the world, and that's probably going to start getting cut out unless it's just something absolutely crazy that we really would like to share with you just because we think it's crazy.
True.
But the things that I do see coming up in the very near future, we're going to be doing 3D-related news, press releases, etc. A lot of you that have been listening to the radio show for some time now know that we don't necessarily get 3D news every single day. Right. So that makes it difficult to talk about 3D happenings in the world on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. We'll do the best we can. We look at having a work-in-progress showcasing section where we will showcase the best of the work in progress that's going on in 3D Buzz or that has been submitted to us. We will be providing an email address in the very near future for submitting several of these different things, such as work in progress and some other things I'll talk about in just a second. But we will be taking a look at some of your works, talking about the direction you're taking, critiques, etc. Also, look for us doing a demo reel type corner where we'll be picking out the best of the demo reel submissions and sharing them with all of our viewers as well. With an audience of about 1,000, it's starting to grow a little bit. So I guess we're getting to the realm of about 1,100 listeners. And as soon as we make BuzzTV Live available to everyone, we may end up getting 1,100 people watching the actual show. In fact, we might even get more because some people just like to watch video. So
True enough.
It is very possible. I know you don't believe that, Jay, but it is honestly the case. So,
will I ever hear the end of it?
No.
Somehow I didn't think so.
No, because you just completely blew my mind the morning you said, no, you know.
They'd much rather have the
webcam.
Every 5-second webcam.
Well, I was just thinking about the amount of equipment involved in doing this. I didn't expect you to walk out the bloody door and buy it all.
No, we had almost everything.
You had a few bits, and now you've
ordered
bits,
had the camera, had the mixer.
Had the call-in box.
Yeah.
Had the call-in box.
That's the idea.
Ah, man. Just turn the webcam on. We'll get a picture every 5 seconds. They'll be so happy.
That's what they had before. They were happy enough.
Now, you guys are
happier.
You guys are even more happy now, right? That you're getting a live video feed from us? Maybe.
3D Buzz, pushing the envelope of happiness.
That's right. See? Much happier.
There you go.
Hell yes. Another. Hell yeah. So, well, Jay, you could just read it. That's too much. They're so damn happy right now that if I read any more, I'm going to start getting all dizzy and lightheaded because I'm going to get happy, and that just can't happen. Not that happy anyways. Yes, baby steps. Baby steps for Jay, Zach. So, we're also on BuzzTV Live looking at having 3D Buzz Q&A. Zach, would you like to explain how the Q&A is going to work?
Well, basically, you're going to submit to us a scene file along with a question. Like maybe you're having a problem.
I'm trying to create a sphere, and I just can't do it.
There you go.
Somebody needs a sphere tutorial, don't
I just saw this 5-hour tutorial on how to create a sphere in Maya, and I can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know that individual.
Yep. So, you're having a problem with a particular scene in a given application. You submit to us a scene file along with a description of your problem, and we're going to sift through these. We're not going to get to everybody. That's
so when we come across, I can't make the sphere.
Those are the ones we're choosing.
Zach, I can do that one
We're
tonight.
going to turn that into a 20-minute lecture. Well, you see, when you're trying to create a sphere, the important thing you got to keep in mind is that you want your sphere to be perfect. Unfortunately, when you're using 3ds Max, there is a way to create a perfect sphere.
Stop. I can't handle no more sphere jokes. I have reached my spherical limits for today.
Wow.
So anyways, you're going to sift through these.
That's right. We're going to sift through these. We're going to select one, maybe two a night. I'm not sure. And then we'll actually do a VTM-style answer to your question right here live on TV. So we'll address you by name, talk about the problem you submitted to us, open up your scene file, fix it right here on air, and you'll see how to handle it.
So it's going to go something like this. Cameraman switches. Okay. Dear dipshit, here's the problem you have. And then that's pretty much it. We'll just fix it for you. No, I'm just kidding.
We'll all sit here and make jokes about, like, can you believe he actually had a problem with that? Isn't that amazing? Well.
So anyways, moving right along. So I do believe the 3D Buzz Q&A can be very helpful for those that get absolutely stuck. And once BuzzNet's gone, for those of you that are in the class and you're waiting for a new class to come along, and you get stuck somewhere, submit a question, and there's a good chance it may get answered. And all because we don't answer you on one show does not mean that we may not pull the file up on the next show.
There you go.
So also, tips and tricks. This was suggested earlier today in the lounge, and it's a damn good idea.
Yeah.
So as we used to email out tips and tricks in the past, look for tips and tricks to start showing up on BuzzTV Live. What application? Whatever we feel like showing you guys that night. There's no guarantees, and we're not going to post it ahead of time for those of you that are preparing to say, hey, what application's it going to be tomorrow night? It better be 3DS Max. No.
Here's how to make us...
Here's how we do things around here. Oh, my God, the show starts in 5 minutes. Zach, do you have a tip? No. Buzz, do you have a tip? No. Good. Jay, you're going to do a tip tonight on whatever application you can use. Thank you.
All right. Yeah. That was easy.
That's pretty much how it goes.
Here's how to open up Windows Instant Messenger.
He clicks on it. It's Hot Love Porn 1900. Jay, your contacts are quite interesting, I must say. Just kidding, guys. Just kidding. Adult show only. Adult show only. Anyways, moving right along. Outside of tips and tricks, we will be having the gaming corner as well, where Zach will be able to do gaming reviews. And those of you out there that are mod developers can send your mods, levels, etc. in. And we will be dragging the ever so popular Logan Frank onto the show to critique maps, to play through them, to bitch about what you guys have put together and where
Basically,
you failed to put weapons or
just to ask you
anything.
what the hell you were thinking when you put this mod together.
And maybe a little every now and then we'll let you guys watch him. We'll let Zach basically get up and walk to another machine, and we'll let you watch
Zach get blown to pieces.
You can watch Logan spank me for a while.
Spank, spank, spank. And then about 3 seconds later, we'll simply swap out.
There you go. Has Logan actually got paler at that announcement?
I think no, he's always
that pale.
He always looks like the living dead. But that's okay. So that's planned. Also, another suggestion that was made today, and this was something that we've talked about just a little bit. I do love the idea. Now that someone else has mentioned it, I think we're going to put it in there. And that's happenings around the Buzz Cave, behind the scenes, if you will, where I'll simply take a camera and just record a little bit here and there between each of our broadcasts, and we'll simply mix it in so that you guys can see what we go through here as we're preparing VTM content, as we're preparing for the shows, as we're preparing to go boating and important things like that.
Say, there's a hell of a lot of cables. There's some bugs up in the lamps, and
there is.
That's about it.
That's true. But our days can be quite interesting sometimes, especially when we leave out of here and we go pester people at other business establishments. So that is something that I plan on adding in. What's that?
Something we'll be doing a lot more is going out and pestering people.
Yeah.
Let's see. We also have tutorial reviews. I believe that would be a good one so that we can point you guys to the best of the tutorials that start showing up on the web. I mean, people are putting them out all the time. We're going to help those people get a little bit better exposure. And website reviews and mentions, it's another thing as we start seeing great 3D websites pop up, or even old 3D websites that not all of our viewers may be familiar with. We'll be pointing you guys in their direction.
Have you guys ever heard of 3dbuzz.com?
It's a crappy site.
Yeah.
Crappy site. Just avoid it.
Too many forums.
No, Big Chuck, we will not be promoting porno sites. Oh, we weren't planning on doing that, were we?
When did we decide not to?
Well, I thought
it was just understood.
But Zach...
No, I thought that was just a standard.
But Zach,
I mean, you're promoting something on the internet. If you're doing anything on the internet, porn's got to be involved.
3D gaming, 3D and gaming.
So we're going to make a 3D gaming porn?
Grand Theft Auto was...
Dude, there you go. Have another sip of your hot coffee there, Buzz.
Yes. And the cheat code is.
Yes.
So, no, Big Chuck, we will not be doing
Do the
porn
cheat
site
code for
reviews.
infinite sex appeal. You know there really is one of those?
Yeah, Zach tries to conjure it up on a daily basis.
I know I'll get it right one of these days. Yeah, well.
So, also, of course, we'll be doing phone-ins, and in the future, once we really become established with BuzzTV Live and we become very comfortable with what we're doing, basically that translates to once I can afford to kind of branch outside of our little enclosure here.
Bubble.
That's right. We'll look at bringing industry guests on the show. We may end up having to go to them because it's not always easy to have someone stop a production to come out here to us. And also, we are in a little bitty place called Dixon, Tennessee, meaning that our local professionals work at Walmart.
That's right.
So
They don't
a
all
few of
work at
those.
Walmart.
so that is kind of, phone interviews was just suggested by Dynamic. That is indeed a planned thing, and we'll pick back up on doing that probably as early as next week. But it would be really cool to have a camera inside a studio somewhere interviewing somebody at their desk, and yes, that is indeed possible. So I think that would be awesome.
There you go.
It just won't be live. Sorry, guys. So let's see, what else we have going on? Yeah, this is a very important thing I did jot down, and that is we are welcoming the members of 3D Buzz. That's you guys that's watching this right now and later after it's been encoded and put up for you to download. We are welcoming you guys to come in and help us shape this show. You guys get to control the future here. We've got that thread going on right now in the lounge in 3D Buzz. Go in there, add your thoughts, add your comments. Say, it would be cool if you did this or cool if you did that.
Absolutely.
I love suggestions, and we'll definitely consider all of them. As some of you have already noticed, we've already applied several of them.
Some of you are already famous.
So some other things real quick about BuzzTV, and that's distribution. What do we plan? I've had that question asked several times via PMs. Haven't even checked my emails today. I'm kind of scared to, so I'm sure there's been several people that have asked there as well. Live stream, obviously. As of Friday night, we will be opening it up to everyone that is a member of 3D Buzz. You do not have to be a member sponsor. Let's not forget the member sponsors, though, because it's because of them we can do stuff like this. We will be opening up the live stream for everyone if our server can handle it.
Right. You got to realize this public opening is more of a stress test. We're not considering, as far as I know, doing this on a permanent basis.
Not on a permanent. We may run a stress test for a little while.
We're just checking to see if the server's going to crumble.
But we do plan to put the show up for everyone, member sponsors and non-member sponsors, to download. Now, the very first thing that's going to come to several people's minds is going to be, but wait a minute. My name's Paul Holm, and my connection is like Napoleon Dynamite's connection, 1K an hour. Gosh, what you going to do?
What's the internet?
So Paul, for people like you, we are working on a way to help those with very slow, what do you call it, non-broadband connections? Non-existent connections, the pigeon connection.
Yeah.
We are trying to work out ways so that you can get your hands on the videos. So with that, let's see, what else we have going on?
Nothing. Not a damn thing.
For how long do we plan on keeping the show available for everyone to download? That really depends on a lot of things. Obviously, it'd be nice to be able to leave it up forever. But as you guys have noticed, the show is around 200 megs approximately each time that we do it. That's a big show. That's a big download. Yeah. And that causes bandwidth to go blah. And it also makes our ISP go,
What are they up to?
What are they doing?
Yeah. The ISP's like, we do need to head down to Jason Busby's house.
Suddenly 6 to 10 terabytes turned into, is that 20 terabytes? Okay, that's not a problem. Give me that bill again. Here's his bill. And then
just tack on
to us.
And then
add on 3 or 4 zeros.
My reaction's pretty simple. I open up and I get it and I'm like, that's a mistake. Give him a call. That's not possible. No. But anyways, as long as we can withstand the bandwidth bill, we'll do it. I know I've already got people talking about the possibility of BitTorrent and other means of distribution. We'll see. Right now,
it's something we're looking into.
Right now, the future is really open for BuzzTV. I really would like this to turn into a great medium to get a lot of 3D and gaming information to you guys in a somewhat enjoyable manner. And you get to stare at Zach the entire time. So
Absolutely, and that's got to be worth it right there. Although, just in one sidetrack piss and moan moment, I am in excruciating pain right now.
Is he on your toe or something?
He was for a while. I kind of like that, though. That's kind of that pain punishment sort of erotic
I
thing.
got you.
No, my ears, man. These headphones are the single most painful thing ever invented.
You will be happy to know that I bought you some nice headphones that will be here tomorrow.
That's really sweet. I was going to break into tears.
I don't feel it at all.
Thank you. Yeah.
These are
let's
awesome.
Keep talking about
These rock.
I mean, I've got some metal-studded black leather things at home that don't sting anywhere near this bad.
They're not at home. You left them upstairs. Anyways.
Did you wash them for me? I know you and Jay were borrowing them for a while, but did you clean them up when you were done?
No, that wasn't me and Jay.
Look, you're on camera. You don't have to be in denial. It's okay.
No, I'm not in denial because I'll talk about the sheep incident and all, but...
All right, now, I wish you wouldn't bring that up.
Oh,
let's just move on.
So now you're in denial. Camera? People?
I'm not in denial. It just shouldn't be spoken of. That was a bad night for me.
So moving right along, let's see, where are we at before we completely freak out the audience?
I think it's a bit late for that.
Yeah, I was going to say, anybody still taking us seriously is left.
Zach and your sheep.
Zach and sheep.
God.
Oh, yeah, the stories. Don't even. You will hurt her feelings. Jeez. Just to let you guys know, in regards to putting the BuzzNet or BuzzTV Live video up for download, we will only be keeping the last 2 episodes. Obviously, in a month, we'll suddenly have gigs and gigs of stuff start to pile up, so we can't keep every episode available.
Right.
So make sure, if you are interested in grabbing it, to come in and grab it soon, quick. So, yeah, there. So, yeah, tomorrow, man, the new equipment's coming in.
Should be good.
I'm excited. All right, let's
I know
talk.
you like new toys.
Well, I like when things work, and that's going to allow us to do the things I'd like to do.
There you go.
So,
I have no idea how you're going to get it in that lot.
It's not a problem.
You didn't like machete to get through it.
No, it's not that bad. He's complaining about my wiring mess. I'll take you guys on a tour here in just a few minutes. So, let's see. Current Maya fundamental classes are coming to an end. I believe the date, Zach, is September the 23rd.
Friday after this Friday.
That is right, ladies and gentlemen.
Week and 2 days away.
The class is coming to an end. Now,
speaking of which,
I have received hate mail.
The death threats. And
some of you are probably watching this broadcast right now.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can say that again with feeling. I have received hate mail.
Yeah.
Because we're bringing the class to a close.
The 6-week class.
The 6-week class that has run for month after month after. The only thing this class should have taught you is that I can't tell time.
There you go. Actually, the second class has been 11 weeks now.
Has it been 11 weeks?
11 weeks.
Wow. Almost
twice exactly what you promised.
So guys,
3 months.
Please
stop.
Chill out.
Well, I was going to say stop bitching, but
I mean, the only thing you're going to miss out is this kick-ass awesome certificate that actually shows you were able to hack one of our courses.
Right. That shows that you're not worthless, and you're if you don't get one, that's fine. Don't worry about it.
I've had 2 people ask me. I don't know if you've had anyone ask Zach, but I've had 2 people ask.
I have all sorts of people. I had
We're
one
not
guy
talking about that.
I had one guy demand. He's like, don't you think it's rude for you to end this class so soon when so many of us won't finish?
Yeah, that was awesome.
And I was like, dude, you agreed to a 6-week class.
6 weeks. That's
what are you going to tell your employer when your employer gives you a 6-week project, is nice enough to give you 5 more weeks, and you're like, well, I'm sorry, I'm not done yet.
It's very rude of you to ask for your project.
We're going to do the same thing. We're going to fire you.
With that accent, I would simply reply with, come on, all I've asked you to do is stock the shelf with Coke. It can't be that bad.
Well, I'm having a hard time figuring out which bottle goes where. I keep putting them on my Pepsi rack.
All right, fine. I'll give you one more day.
Just one more time. Go through that. Coke, Pepsi.
So,
how do you spell Coke again?
So I've had 2 people ask about extensions that they are willing to pay for. First of all, you guys have had months, but I believe we will probably do this, and I feel that we will probably have no more than the 2 people that have requested actually take advantage of it. But here's the deal. If you really want an extension, we will give you an extension, but it's not going to be cheap. It's going to cost you $100, and that'll buy you 4 weeks. So hopefully that's just going to run you off, and that will give us more time to continue working on content. If you are
That is the coolest thing I've ever heard you say. Hopefully that's just going to run you off and we can get back to the other things we actually want to do.
I'm just being blunt and serious.
I love it. I'm all over it. Rock on.
If you want our time,
let Buzz be Buzz.
It's not, I mean,
then that's
there's
just
money
the deal.
involved here.
Yeah, there is money.
Yeah,
and
time is money.
And it's not cheap. No, this one I wasn't playing around with. It's $100. Period.
Yeah, I know.
You want 4 more weeks, and if you think you can get the project done in that 4 weeks, it's $100.
There you go.
When we come to the end of that, I won't be offering any more extensions, period, because we have other classes we've got to get rolling.
One-time only thing.
So if you are interested and you know for a fact that you can indeed get this course completed in time, the certificate will be worth it. I mean, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because the certificate's going to say 3D Buzz has officially decreed that you are not worthless. Well, I'm just kidding, guys.
So again, though, I only expect about 2 people. Another decision that we have finally come to a conclusion with is BuzzNet. When the class comes to an end, you will lose BuzzNet access. I know that will upset a lot of people.
We do have an IRC server.
It happens.
Do you know what that is?
It's the smallest
Is that the-
violin in the
The
world.
world's smallest
Yeah.
violin
It's
playing.
playing just for them.
Yep, just for you.
So, no, Anodynamic brings up a very valid question inside of BuzzNet Radio right now. He
does
asks
that.
if member sponsors are going to lose access. No, you guys, member sponsors will always have access to BuzzNet,
Absolutely.
period. Now,
Just people who are in the class who are not member sponsors currently are going to lose it.
that's right.
Which just makes sense because BuzzNet is the environment in which you learn. Think of it like your school. When you go to our classes, that is the classroom you're in.
That's right.
As soon as you graduated or as soon as the term is over, they don't let you hang out in the classroom anymore.
Well, I used to, and I was being a little generous.
Well, you're talking about the Renaissance Center.
That's right.
That was an exception to every rule out
Yeah.
there. You try it at a university, they're going to ship you on there, tell you to get out of the lab and make way for other students. We're going to do the exact same thing.
Of course, for those of you that end up in the modeling class, which is, again, starting to actually get dangerously close to being full, you are, and that's with people that are planning on participating, then you will, of course, receive BuzzNet access. In fact, we will probably, those particular people will work out a way once you've paid, we'll just leave access on. Or we'll work something out so it's just there's no disruption to service for you guys. So we are, of course, always trying to watch out for our future students. Wow. All right, let's see. What else do we have cooking tonight?
Nothing.
Yeah,
Let's quit. Go home.
No. Come on. It's good night.
We're home.
Maya Modeling pre-registration. Advanced Maya Modeling.
Yeah.
Filling up fast.
I thought you said throwing up.
Throwing up fast. Ladies and gentlemen, don't slip and slide on the chunky goodness on the ground.
Wow! I'm so glad we put these disclaimers in the beginning of the show. Chunky goodness, brought to you by 3D Buzz Vomit
right.
Crew.
That's right. So
In this
We have
lesson, we're
several
gonna,
varieties.
Exactly.
we have green, we have purple.
in this lesson, we're going to talk about projectile vomiting. Now, the trick is to punch yourself in the gut right as you start to come out.
after
Lean forward.
drinking this cup of lard. After you.
Zach will now demonstrate.
So, yeah.
I mean, do you ever just stop? You'll say something, just stop, and you yourself go, "Damn, that was awful."
Actually,
I can't believe I just said that.
the funny thing is, Zach knows the answer to that is yes.
Yeah.
Because I can get
He can get so bad.
I can get carried away during the day while we're working. That's kind of the behind-the-scenes stuff.
People 2 houses down who can't hear us will suddenly feel a disturbance in the force and go, "Oh my God, I have to leave now."
Church is shut down.
The
We're
sky
closed
darkens.
tonight. Yeah,
And then
exactly.
Buzz will eventually cross that line
Every now and then.
where he'll know, and he'll just suddenly clam up, and he'll just be like, "Okay, that was bad.
I apologize.
I'm sorry."
I am good, though. When Robin comes over or
Yeah,
Angela comes down most of the time. And,
Most of the time. It's really funny, too, because, I mean, Robin and I we'll get into it like crazy. We'll say awful shit to each other all the time just because it's fun. And then, like, Buzz, as soon as Robin walks in the room, Buzz gets all proper, and he won't say that kind of stuff around a lady, and it's so cute. Because she tries to egg him on and he won't do it.
But you know some of the stuff I say gets pretty.
That's true.
I've seen you turn green at some of my comments.
That's true.
before.
Beyond, like all the way from red through the entire visible spectrum to
wow,
green.
are you about to gag?
Pretty much.
It didn't even require effort. Anyways, let's see.
Yeah.
Come on, is anything else going on? Just kind of looking forward. Yeah. So, that's
Turn
a
the
good
page right
So,
side up.
no. Oh, yeah. That's good. Now, for those of you that have been asking about the payment for the Maya Advanced Modeling class, just hang tight. If you have sent me the I want in PM, which everybody seems to take bad at, you just want into the damn class,
Right.
Zach. If you have sent me that PM, don't worry. I have added your name. If you receive a PM back from me and you're preparing to click the link for that PM, then you can get worried because there's a possibility that over the next few days it might end up being, I'm sorry, we are now full.
There you go.
As we mentioned on our last show.
And we'll announce before that PM goes out.
Yeah, we on the last show we announced that we're only going to run this class once. We've got other classes in the cooker right now. We will make this content available to you guys to purchase via DVD later in time. I expect that to be after the new year. We'll see. I mean, we'll play it by ear.
I felt bad. I was trying to explain to this one guy on the site, who shall remain nameless, in a PM, because he was asking how many times we're going to run the class. And I said, one time, just once. I mean, if you were to cut off 9 of your fingers and count the remaining fingers you have, that's how many times we're going to run it. He goes, so you're going to run it 3 more times? And so I stopped talking to that person.
Oh, sometimes it's entertaining, the members we have to deal with.
Still don't know what happened to that conversation.
That's what happens when you start getting 160,000 members. Of course, they're not all active. We all know that.
True.
But we do have a lot of lurkers, a lot of people come through the. We push 150 to 200,000 unique people come through the site every month between members and non-members, and some of these people, they've got interesting visions.
Yeah, a lot of them have some interesting things
so.
to say.
So,
like that flame war that took place earlier this morning about football.
Tell me about that,
That
Zach.
was some bizarre shit.
Did Jeff Wilson try to get in trouble?
Jeff Wilson and Rayburn. Jeff Wilson and Rayburn, the two guys. Rayburn was all about football being the worst sport ever even conceived, and Jeff, of course, had to stand up for it. And these two got vicious. They were almost to the point of calling each other, well, you remember S3? I mean, they were going to start calling each other some awful stuff. And, I mean, they were having a pretty good time with it because they each start their posts with, hey, buddy, how's it going?
So they were sipping sissies?
Yeah. And you'd get to the end of the post and be like, it's amazing how you're letting your ignorance shine through to the rest of the community. I mean, just getting ruthless with one another.
Seamen.
And,
I didn't know they were in the Navy.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. Okay, anyways.
Yeah.
So it got pretty rough.
I'm sorry.
Ecstatic was nice enough to go in there and close it, though.
He
right?
was. He finally said this thread has run its course, and he killed it off. Which
people made their points clear.
I was having a good time. I was at ringside, going, man, this is great. But
I have to admit, I like my football.
Yeah, I do too.
It's a way for me to take a break from all of this downstairs, go upstairs, and watch grown men try to kill one another.
It's just a competitive sport.
I still think they should be issued guns.
Well, on this Sunday,
The last
you got the
Boy
opportunity
Scout.
to watch the
Damn straight.
the Titans lose, wasn't it?
This last weekend, I watched the Titans for about
Get spanked.
15 minutes and said, all right, that's enough of a spanking. I am out of here.
The Pittsburgh Steelers pretty much bent them over their knee.
Yeah, and spanked them, and so that was all I could handle.
Yeah.
But that's okay. So let's see. So for those of you asking about paying for the class, please hang tight. If you've sent me the I want in PM, you've got it. We've had one person, I think it was Stephen Hughes, did not get a read receipt. I will not reply to you guys unless there's a problem or you've asked me a direct question and I can squeeze in some time to get an answer to you. But just check your read receipts. I am reading them all, and then I'm putting them into a special folder so that I know exactly who to contact. The way this is going to go down is when we are ready to put out, I guess you could say, the advert for the class with all the pictures, etc., which I was hoping to be the end of this week, but because of everything we've had going on, preparation for Channel 4, all of the work we've done on BuzzTV Live, and some other people that we've been working with for adverts as well, I guess we're looking at next week now. But that's okay. It's you guys have another week to save up some money, so it's not a bad thing. It's a good thing. But if you've gotten that PM to me, relax. It's good. I promise you.
Chill.
I got it. So there you go. And if you are hearing this for the very first time and you're interested in getting into my advanced modeling class, simply PM me with the subject line, I won't end. There goes Zach.
Yeah.
And I'll make sure that you're added to the list until we are completely filled up. So, another interesting thing to point out tonight, ladies and gentlemen, is that the Houdini projects appear to be locked down for the Houdini Fundamentals class that'll be coming up, if all works well, mid to late December. And, wow. That's all I can say right now, unfortunately. Joel is in the middle of some R&D work at this very moment because some of the things we're doing are complicated, and we want to make sure that we can teach these things. They're extremely complicated. I mean, for those of you that went through the Maya Fundamentals class, this is going to be hardcore.
Crazy.
But you got to remember, with Houdini, that's how it goes. Houdini is a technical application meant for the technical-minded, allowing you to pull off technical miracles. And that's what we're going to show you to do over the several projects that will be in that course.
You won't be able to do it on your lap before 86.
If all goes well, hopefully in the next month you guys will start seeing screenshots and other things, some sneak peeks that will be coming from the Houdini class. So just keep an eye out. Again, we're looking at mid to late December. It is a possibility that can roll over to the next year, but during that time, everybody's going to be wrapping up with the Maya modeling class. And the models that we will be asking you guys to complete are not simple models.
No, they won't be quick. They won't be easy.
Yeah, so there you go.
And when it comes to grading, I'm going to be a bitch.
Star Rider asks inside of BuzzNet right now, BuzzNet chat, Buzz, could you rate the old Houdini VTMs, comparing them against the new ones?
Sure.
On a 1 to 10. I would say I'd say the old ones were a 4, and the new ones and the direction we're going are going to be a 10.
Yeah.
I mean, we've not recorded the content right now. Of course, we've got to get the projects completely worked out.
But I mean, the new way in which we handle VTMs these days is so different from back then.
Yeah, that's a good point, guys.
It's apples to oranges in a way.
And Al, think about that. Look at our Maya content now, and look at some of the old stuff that we did 2 years ago.
The original ones.
And the difference is day and night. I mean, we handle things, we still keep things upbeat and interesting with a little bit of banter, but far more professional. We now get a whiteboard involved so that we're able to do sketches live.
We get a lot more content out more quickly. It's a lot more concise, more to the point, and I like that.
And before going to the Houdini boot camp, the TD boot camp class, I took the time to sit back down and watch over some of my old VTMs just so I could remember, what the Houdini interface looked like. And I got scared. It's like, wow, man.
Well, yeah, because you're sitting there in that VTM going, and there's
I couldn't believe it.
And you know what I was doing through that video?
He was. Kid you guys not.
Oh, we've been up for 36 hours.
So those of you that are going through the old Houdini VTMs, don't. Let me teach it to you in my new way.
Yeah.
And it's going to pay off.
If you've never seen Houdini before, avoid it for a little while.
And for those of you that are wanting to get into the industry, into the professional film industry, let's say it that way.
Oh.
Houdini is a fantastic path to take.
What the hell was that?
We'll have to call it the professional film industry then. Okay then. Shut up.
Well, Houdini artists are in
What's
need.
that?
All right. Get your baby steps out of the way. Jay, get your bickering out of the way. Let's get all angry energy out of here. You guys don't have to pout. Just kick each other's ass. Come on.
All right.
I want a good fight tonight. All right, damn. Okay, so much for that. I was trying to egg them on, but...
Oh, well.
Anyways, they said now shake hands and kiss.
No. His beard's too fuzzy. It'd feel weird. Anyways.
So,
never complained about that.
That's not where it was tickling. Anyway, so on with the rest of the show.
Ow.
Yeah, that would just...
Big Hoss instructs you, Jay, to backhand Zach right now.
I'm sorry, that one just slipped out. Kind of like in...
Oh, and Dunmat shaves Jay. Oh. Okay, hang on.
Do you think you can? Do you think you can? Would you like to try?
The Angry Brit.
I would like to see that.
Brought to you by 3dbuzz.com. Flown all the way over from the UK just to piss you off.
Not bad.
So anyways, so hopefully more details on the Houdini class coming out soon. I am very, very excited about the direction we're taking it. Modeling on the Fly, episode 15. 15 will be released to member sponsors tomorrow. And for those of you that did not notice because we just kind of slipped it in on you yesterday or something like that, but the Math VTM Episode 9 over trigonometry was released yesterday. And that is open to anyone that is interested in getting their math skills back up, member sponsor or not. So just head on over to 3D Buzz and grab it. All right, let's see. Yes, and for those of you that have just come in and mentioned it, my daughter, Heather, has joined in with Demondo on some of the trig ones. God help her.
Hey, dude, I can do this, and I can still see through these.
And him.
This is your Geordie impression.
Surprisingly, this is a lot less painful than wearing them normally.
So I've been talking
folks.
forever now. So I'm going to let Zach do a little reading. We're going to start out with a story tonight that is a follow-up. Remember, those of you out there that have been listening to the BuzzNet radio for some time, Zach, I'm sure you'll remember this. Remember the incident where the individual found a part of a finger in their chili?
Somebody's thumb or something?
At Wendy's?
I thought that one was
It
blown
was.
away.
That would no. It was a big scheme. Well, we now have the verdict. Here is a follow-up. This is the third follow-up we've done, I believe.
Woohoo! San Jose, California, a Nevada couple pleaded guilty Friday to all charges related to planting a human fingertip in a bowl of Wendy's chili.
Yes, guilty.
In a scheme to extort money from the fast food restaurant chain. Ana Ayala, I guess, 39, and Jaime or Jamie, it's so hard to say, Placencia?
Sounds great to me.
Yeah.
The placenta.
That's what I was don't say placenta, damn it.
The show
43.
just went to rated R.
There you go.
something else you might find in
well,
Wendy's chili.
These two rather strange people pleaded guilty to conspiring to file a false claim and attempted grand theft. Ooh. The Dublin, Ohio-based Wendy's International Incorporated claimed the scheme cost it $2.5 million in lost sales because of bad publicity. I'd say that's probably a generous figure. Because for a while there, I mean, when I thought it was real, because I got roped in by it, guys.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I'm not eating there again. But then the better half of me said, you've probably already eaten a couple of fingertips at this point. Why stop now? As for all you know, you could have been like, this is a really tasty meatball.
Spit out the nail. That's kind of hard.
They say it tastes like chicken.
Ugh.
Everything
No,
does.
they don't. They say it tastes like pork.
Pork. Long pig, they call it in some parts.
Say pork again?
Yeah.
No.
Pork.
Thank you.
Pork. Anyways, so yeah, we're just hanging out, pig on the way Jay talks. It's funny. Can you say patents for us?
Yes.
Oh, this is great.
Go on.
Patents.
Patents. That's
So
right.
all of you out there that are in the UK listening to us right now, you know what he said.
No. What's the other good one? What's that 3D application that Alias puts out? Maya. No.
No, he's
That's a sandwich topping.
He's adjusting.
Mayo.
Anyways, so Ayala faced.
Maya. Say it with me.
That's your cat.
Maya. Yes, I named my cat after Maya.
There you go.
There you go.
So Ayala faces nearly 10 years in state prison when sentenced on November 2nd. Her husband faces up to 13 years behind bars.
As long as I don't put him
Why
in the
does he
kitchen.
get 13?
I don't
Because
know.
she was the one in the limelight
I didn't
constantly.
even hear about him.
I didn't either.
Yeah.
Wow.
It was his finger.
Yeah, I was wondering whose it was.
I think they
planted
found it off a morgue, I think. They cut off a dead person.
Ugh.
So they didn't need it anymore. Thankfully, law enforcement thwarted their successful efforts at theft.
Like I say, as long as when they put him in jail.
Wait a minute, hang on. If they were thwarted, were they really successful? That's an interesting little quote. Let's do that again.
Unsuccessful.
Thankfully, law enforcement thwarted their successful efforts at theft.
Wait a minute. Successful?
There you go.
Yeah.
They weren't as successful as they wanted to be.
Wait a minute.
Said Deputy District Grammar Teacher David Boyd. Ayala's attorney, Rick Eller, I guess, said Ayala was truly remorseful.
I'm sorry. Please don't send me to
I was
prison
gonna say,
for 10 years.
I'm so sorry I got caught doing this stupid shit.
I don't want to become someone else. Anyways, what's the...
Someone else is busy his arch. Anyway, there are a lot of people that work for Wendy's that were harmed. She always says she always felt a lot of remorse about that, he said. Ayala claimed to have found the fingertip March 22nd while eating chili with her family at a Wendy's in San Jose, California. Authorities said they suspected it was a hoax, but the story quickly circled around the globe and became fodder for late-night comedy.
Even made it on BuzzNet Radio.
It's true. We laughed about it. A search for the finger's owner eventually led to one of Placentia co-workers who lost it in an industrial accident in Las Vegas. So it was a live person.
Ow! That's somebody that... Did you want to use it?
Yeah. And they carried it all the way from Las Vegas to San Jose, California, just to slip it into a bowl of chili. Ow. Some people. I mean, no, I'm not going to go. Anyways. So Ayala was arrested in April in her suburban Las Vegas home and accused of trying to shake down Wendy's by filing a claim against the restaurant chain. She later withdrew the claim as scrutiny of her fine grew. Investigators found that she had filed numerous legal claims against businesses in her name and for her children. Wendy said no employees at the San Jose restaurant were missing fingers. That's the first thing they checked. Oh, my God. Hold your hands out, please. They got this one guy who's got all 10 of them, but a funny scar out here. Anyways, so, yada, yada. And let's see, no suppliers of chili ingredients had reported missing any fingers either, as required by law. There was no evidence the finger had been cooked, authorities determined. So they're doing all these tests on this thing, right? Well, we've got some teeth marks here around the nail. Has it been cooked? Nope, still tastes raw to me. Anyways.
That is revolting.
Isn't it, though? You know, I did that to my mom once. It was one of the times I got smacked, and I deserved it. Right there, you can barely see. I got a little scar there on my hand. I stuck my hand in. You guys, I don't think anybody can make it. I have a little faint scar on my skin. I had reached into the oven to get a pizza out that I've been cooking, and my hand touched the element, the red hot element, and just, I mean, that long, just barely touched it. And there was a quick little pss, and it didn't even burn because it immediately seared all the nerves shut. And I walk in there and I show it to my mom, and she's like, "Put some ice on that. That's gonna scar." And she starts freaking out, and I'm like, "Mom, it's okay. It doesn't even hurt. It's just." Well, it smells pretty good, though. I started sticking my tongue to it. She almost threw up.
Could you imagine my mother's expression when she was frying chicken once and my brother walked up and she had just turned around to the kitchen sink for something and he walked up and put his hand into the frying grease and grabbed a drumstick and grabbed it?
Wow.
My brother, of course, at the time was like 5 or something. Could you imagine the look on her face?
I know. I don't remember this. I have no memory of it whatsoever. When I was, I think, 1.5 or 2, I fell into a fire, and my hand, my hand,
so much.
Yes, it does.
My entire left hand, well, I think it was my left hand. I don't remember. Went into the fire and burned really bad. That freaked my folks out.
Wow.
So yeah. Anyway, so now as we discussed the cooking of human flesh, did any of you have any interesting stories about cooking people?
Please send those recipes to recipes@3dbuzz.com. Yeah. Or is that human recipes?
I like that with a squeeze of lime and some pepper. So, so the franchise where the finger claim was made saw an immediate 60% to 70% drop in business.
I'm interested about the 30% that kept going.
Yeah. They were newcomers. It's like they lost 100%, but 30 of them came in from the show going, interesting. Said Stephen J., marketing director at JEM Management, which owns the restaurant. Dozens of employees at the company's Northern California franchises were laid off. Ayala also pleaded guilty to defrauding a woman by selling a motorhome she didn't own.
She's just busy.
That's awesome. It's like an easy way to pick up about 10 grand. Will you buy this motorhome? Sure, who lives there? No one. They're like, they come out, walk out their front door, feeding their dog. No, really, it's for sale. They're actors. I hired them.
Give it that lived-in feel.
Oh, I can't believe somebody would do anything like that.
And but Placentia, her husband, that's such a screwed up name, also pleaded guilty to failing to pay child support. So, let's see. In other news, this little headline starts off with, "Isn't it ironic that?" And no, we don't mean the. Was it? Who sang that? Why? The Jagged Little Pill. Who's?
Oh, that's Alanis Morissette.
Alanis Morissette.
Yeah, real quick, guys. Every now and then I stumble across things on the internet that I think
that are random and cool.
And this is one of those. So this isn't a story, but
so here's 20 ironic things in a list.
Yeah.
And now a list. Waffles, carrots, peas. So, anyways, isn't it ironic that one online pop-ups offering to help you get rid of online pop-ups advertisements?
That is ironic.
I get those. Actually, that's half of spyware.
No, that's just Zach's computer.
Yeah, Robin's computer. It's Robin's computer right now.
Generally, it's Zach. When I first met Zach and he brought his computer up to the Renaissance Center, he was quite proud of his computer. He turned his computer on. I want it to run.
Yeah.
his little tray at the bottom.
Tray bar.
Tick, 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 tick,
Wrapped
tick, tick,
around.
tick. It's like, wow, I've never seen one with so many things in the tray. Then the
Right.
pop-ups began.
Yep.
Did Zach freak out? No. What did he do? As if it was ritual. Close, close, close. I'll show you mine in just a second. Close, close. But no, it's really good. Give me 5 more minutes. It's like, wow.
So, yeah.
Not kidding.
Next ironic thing on the list. When your seeing eye dog goes blind.
Is that ironic?
No, it's just sad.
You're just walking along and then to
That
a wall.
reminds me, there was actually this article that I don't know why I came across this. I think I was in college at the time. It was talking about Alanis Morissette's song.
Yeah.
Isn't it ironic?
Uh-huh.
And they basically said that was grammatically incorrect because none of the things she describes in that song are actually ironic. It's just a bunch of bummers. So is it ironic that needing to pay someone to help you pay your taxes? That's interesting. Pay someone some money to help you pay more money. Wondering if you are entitled to the deep sense of loss you feel when a celebrity you admire dies. Well, it's not ironic. That's just screwed up.
We'll be back with you in 1 minute after these messages.
Yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to glance right on by that one. Because, well, see, that's interesting. Like when Douglas Adams died,
Right.
I was crushed.
Right.
I really took that very hard. I never met the guy, but, I mean, I had a really, really rough time with it. In fact, I think I was just talking with Ecstatic.
And that's the whole point. Isn't
today.
that kind of ironic?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I see the point.
I see what they're getting at, but I never really thought about it as being ironic. Anyways,
it is.
that
Just weird, isn't
it? Shut up. That Valentine's Day was placed in February just in case single people who have recovered from the loneliness at Christmas and New Year's Eve induced. Okay. Isn't it ironic that even the fanciest restaurants suffer from pest control problems? Yeah. I suppose.
It is.
You see that roach crawling across the floor. Let's see. Wondering.
Why? Do cockroaches not like upper-class places? Is it too snooty for them?
No, they try to get into the upper class places, but the waiting line's too long.
Ah.
There's a social hierarchy in roaches. Haven't
You didn't know
seen-
that?
Come on, man.
I hadn't noticed, to be honest.
They teach that down in the South.
Anyway.
Dixon, that is.
Yeah. Now we're opening up a can of worms. So
That's okay. We can offend people from Dixon because we're the only ones that know how to use a computer here.
Yeah, so they don't teach VB here, do they?
So let's see, the next ironic thing. Wondering who was rude enough to leave an empty roll of toilet paper and then remembering it was you. Yeah, that does kind of blow.
Yeah.
Because you get that last one off and you think to yourself, awesome, I don't have to deal with this. The next person's got to change it.
Yeah.
And then suddenly
It's you.
Nature calls and you're sitting there on the commode going, can someone please bring me a roll of toilet paper? Not that I do that. Anyways, so, the next one. Let's see. Tipping the bartender for handing you a bottle of beer, but giving nothing to the guy who pumps your gas in the pouring rain. I pump my own gas. But I see where you're coming
What is it? In Oregon, you can't pump your own gas.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it a law or something?
Yes, it's against
Why?
the law to pump your own gas. Is anyone out there familiar with that? Oh, and New Jersey, too. That's right. Thank you, Chakra. It's actually 2 states in the United States where you're not allowed to pump your own gas.
Why not?
It's just the law. So the first time we pull into a gas station, I get out to get the thing. This attendant comes running out.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm supposed to
You
take the gas
can't
thing and start
aim it at him.
No,
Back off!
beating the shit out of the dude with it. You know, it's like, the hell is this guy coming?
He's
in?
trying
No.
to yank it out of your hands.
He's like, no, it's the law. You can't. You're obviously a visitor in town. Yeah, because I got to pump your gas.
Why?
I'm not tipping you. He goes, it's the law. I'm still not tipping you.
Let's just make sure you understand that now. You're getting nothing out of this. You are my temporary bitch, long enough to fill up my gas tank, and that's all you get.
That's
Because it's
very
the law.
strange. I mean, we don't really have many serviced gas stations in the UK.
Yeah, there's
practically none.
There's not many left there.
There are a couple.
It is the
around.
law there, though.
That's just.
That's good enough, Zach. Let's move on to the next
Moving
story.
on. Ironic that we judge balding men by the choices they make in coping with their baldness.
Moving on.
Buzz is hiding behind the laptop.
Do.
Let's see.
What's next?
Ironic that finding your roach traps empty only adds to your fear that they don't work instead of reassuring you that you don't have roaches anymore.
That one got my mom.
Yeah.
That one's good.
I caught her once bitching about these things don't work. Like, when's the last time you saw a roach? I haven't, but I know we have them.
There you go. I can feel them. There's a disturbance in the force. There's a roach nearby. Wow. Ironic that all good things come to an end, but some mediocre things seem to last a very, very long time.
Like 3D Buzz.
Like this list.
What do you mean mediocre?
I'm just playing.
It's called sarcasm, and if anybody at this table should know what sarcasm meant, that's ironic coming from Jay. Anyways, so let's see. Ironic when you wish, as you blow out the candles, is that this be the last birthday you spend with the people around you. That's not ironic. That's just funny and common.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. Isn't it ironic that cults that build up huge arsenals refuse to pay taxes and complain that the FBI is watching over them? Yes, we live in a bunker in the middle of East Tennessee.
Yes, we have 25,000
we have
automatic weapons.
48,000 guns, 26 hand grenades, and 4 Scud missile launchers.
George, is that you?
But it is against the Constitution for us to be hounded by the FBI.
George, I recognize that voice.
Yeah, before he was president. Anyways, people who refuse to see a psychologist because they don't need to pay someone to help them out with their issues, but will gladly spend $100 a week at a tanning salon. Wonderful. The sun's free, people. And there's a lot of it right now.
Oh.
Let's see. 14. Isn't it ironic what most telescopes are used for?
No, that's natural.
Yeah.
It's a natural instinct, damn it.
Zach only cut his eyes over at me because, we've used our telescope for all sorts of important things.
I've never seen you use it.
Exactly.
It's upstairs in the attic.
Yeah, so let's see. Isn't it ironic when your fear of overpacking causes you to underpack? Yeah, see, that's one of those things that's more of a bummer than anything else. Let's see. Isn't it ironic that paying a toll to cross a bridge when you know you're going in the wrong direction?
That just sucks.
You know you're lost. You know you need to be going the other way, but you get in line at the toll booth and you can't really turn around.
No, what makes it more ironic is then you realize you have no money.
Yeah, that's just screwed up. Let's see. The fact that many old people are forced to live out the remainder of their lives in formerly good neighborhoods. That sucks. Wow, thanks for bringing that to my attention.
The word ironic and sucks seem to go hand in hand.
They kind of coincide a bit.
Yes, they do.
Isn't it ironic that we keep confusing things that are ironic with things that actually suck? So let's see. Don't talk to me about life. Okay, let's see. Paying $3 for a cup of soda that's 70% ice.
That is true.
Yeah, that's just irritating is what that is.
It's not ironic.
That just sucks. Maybe we can change this. Say, doesn't it suck?
Doesn't it suck?
There we go. Read the rest.
Doesn't it suck that the most intense laughter you have usually comes at the least appropriate time?
Yes, it does.
Hell yes.
Perfect.
Yeah. We start talking about eating humans and we're like laughing our asses off up here. And that's awful. You don't laugh at that. Not full-grown ones, anyways. You get them while they're young. Anyways, doesn't it...
Tender and sweet.
Yeah. They don't put up with less struggle. Doesn't it suck that you wouldn't have the faintest idea if your accountant was ripping you off?
Yes.
Yeah. Pretty much. How's your accountant doing, Buzz?
I've already been.
That's okay. We'll just slide right on by that.
Already had problems with accountants.
Next story. That was the end of my Doesn't It Suck list. So let's see. Next story.
Thank God. You're finished.
Okay, so robber sends condiments flying with sword.
This made me think of you, Zach.
I can see me doing this.
I could see you holding up a place with a samurai sword.
Give me all your ketchup now. Jackson, I'd hold up Taco Bell to get all their hot sauce. Jacksonville, Florida.
Logan would do that.
No, Logan would be driving the getaway car.
No. Logan wants their hot sauce. Logan primarily eats.
Dude, the fire sauce
with cheese.
Dude, the fire sauce up there at Taco Bell, man. I live for that. So let's see. In Jacksonville, Florida, a robber swinging a samurai sword sent condiments flying before fleeing with $32 taken from the frightened lunchtime crowd. patrons of the Mudville Grill, like I'd go there, said the man burst into the restaurant at about 11:30 a.m. Monday, waving a sword and yelling that he was holding up the place. Witnesses said the man whipped the sword across 2 tables, clearing the tabletops before slamming his hand on the counter. Several patrons emptied their pockets, and the man grabbed the cash and fled in a green minivan. Had to be a guy with a samurai sword in a minivan, you know? He's going to get in that Dodge Caravan and race off into the sunset like the hero he is. Police said the van and sword were taken in a 2 a.m. robbery, so he stole the sword and the van, and then used it to hold up the Mudville Grill
and get $30-some-odd.
I'm thinking he should have just sold the sword in the van, buddy. Police said the man broke into a house, took the sword from the top of a television, and threatened the residents into giving him keys to the van and $85.
That wouldn't really work here.
No.
If you picked up a sword, you'd pick up 2.
That's the thing.
I mean,
if you break into my house, you better hope you get to the sword before I do.
Got 5 here. 6.
Yeah.
6 swords.
I mean,
to be honest,
in
you'd
your
pick
house,
up the sword and everybody else would pick one up and go,
I was going to say,
you were saying?
In your house, like, Kill Bill would ensue. We'd suddenly have this massive sword fight. It'd be like The Last Samurai versus Bill versus the Bride versus Braveheart. You got the big claymore. Heck yeah.
Yes, I'd be very unfortunate if they took that particular route in this
So,
house.
police have identified a suspect in that robbery, but he has not been arrested. In other news, football player plans to amputate finger to sell to somebody to put in Wendy's chili.
Keep going, Zach. I'll be right back.
Bye. So this is in Sydney, Australia. An Australian professional football player said Tuesday he plans to give one of his fingers amputated in an attempt to improve his game.
I don't want to know why he believes it's
He's
going to
have one of his fingers chopped off to improve his game. I don't even want to know. Brett Backwell, who plays Australian rules football for Glenelg. I don't know. I can't. Does it look like Glenelg to you?
Yeah, Glenelg.
Glenelg, a suburb of the city of Adelaide in South Australia State, told the Australian Broadcasting Corp that he has suffered from pain and restricted movement since
this is just 2 of them, isn't it?
I couldn't help
These are
yourself.
the Kill Bill ones.
Yeah,
they were asking to see them.
Yeah,
right,
the Kill Bill sword. So there you go. Here's Bill's sword.
You guys inside BuzzNet
Don't
Radio
open that
Chat,
easy, do they?
we're asking to see these. That's the Bride and Bill's sword.
So yeah.
So there you go. Sorry, just couldn't help myself.
Finished.
Thank God we didn't have guns.
No joke.
Yes.
Made me do the 5-point palm exploding heart technique.
No. Hang on. What is it? The Buddhist palm? That was awesome.
Is that the Buddhist palm from heaven technique? Yeah.
I didn't know it existed.
I love that movie.
I thought it was lost.
So back to this nut who plays Australian football, who's having his finger chopped off to improve his game. He has suffered from pain and restrictive movement since he broke his left ring finger 3 years ago. Doctors had suggested fusing the bones together, but Blackwell rejected the proposal. He said he believed that amputating the finger was the only way to stop the pain and allow him to keep playing. Now, that's a dedicated player. Coach, my finger hurts. Well, son, you want us to tape it up or something? No, just chop it off.
Chop it off.
Let me get back out there on the field. Whatever. So
he's going to sell it now.
I was going to say several people will buy it and take it to Wendy's.
It's going to show up on eBay.
There you go. One finger. So he said he believed that I read that already. To chop a finger off, that's a bit drastic. Backwell told the ABC. But I love my footy. That's football. And love playing sport. And if it's going to help me succeed at this level, then it's something I'm just going to have to do. So.
All right. So this is when they say football, they actually mean football, not American.
They mean Australian rules football, which is similar. They just don't wear pads or helmets. And anyways,
that's rugby.
I know. I don't know what they do.
I think they're talking about what you call soccer.
Maybe. Could be. I couldn't tell you. If anybody out there in BuzzNet world knows, then rock on. Although, I think you're wrong.
Hey, Zach.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me see the stories real quick. I'm going to skip us to pretty much the end so we can move on to a few other things.
What time is it?
Tonight's show is running kind of long. We do have one interesting thing that is going to show up from the...
I'm being censored. Buzz is acting as the censorship committee.
Little Madagascar right there. At the end.
Madagascar!
That's some good information.
A return voyage to Madagascar.
We saw it coming.
Hell yeah, and I can't wait. DreamWorks Animation CEO Jeffrey Katzenberg announced today that the studio will produce a sequel to the computer-animated comedy Madagascar, which has now passed the 500 million mark at the worldwide box office, making it the company's most successful original movie ever.
Awesome.
Wow. Katzenberg...
Big O said Madagascar, blah. Wow, Big O. No personality?
I haven't seen it.
Was that what you're saying?
He said
Big
blah.
O, that he has no personality? Oh, you have no personality.
No. Wow. Man.
Fear that.
I love
that movie. I laughed my ass
Oh, my
off.
God.
I wanted to be the little king of the lemurs guy.
The giraffe was my favorite.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. He was so funny.
Don't have a clue what you're talking about.
I'm not surprised.
I'm not surprised. Big O only liked the monkey thing.
Moving along into the next thing, Katzenberg also announced that Ben Stiller, Chris Rock, and Jada Pinkett Smith, who starred in the original Madagascar as Alex the Lion, Marty the Zebra, and Gloria the Hippo, respectively, will be reprising their roles. He said he was looking forward to other original cast members returning to their roles for the sequel. The movie will once again be produced by Muriel Soria and co-directed by Eric Darnell and Tom McGrath. Speaking at the annual Merrill Lynch Media and Entertainment Conference in Pasadena, Mr. Katzenberg said, as a result of tremendous box office success, the potential to tell a new chapter in its story, and the popularity of the film's characters, we are excited to announce that we are making Madagascar our second company franchise along with Shrek. We will release a theatrical sequel in 2008. A little ways off, but cool, they're working on it.
The penguins. I almost forgot.
Penguins
they
rocked.
were just as funny as the giraffe. They were funnier than the giraffe.
Yeah,
what
they
am I
were
saying?
great. In addition,
all right, boys.
We've been riding out, boys. In addition to the sequel, DreamWorks Animation will be giving the scene-stealing Madagascar penguins the chance to take top billing to a direct-to-video release due out in 2009.
Woohoo.
The company has also produced its first mini-movie, a 10-minute film featuring the penguins, which will play in theaters this fall alongside the studio's main theatrical release, Wallace and Gromit.
Awesome.
The Curse of the Were-Rabbit, which opens September 7th in theaters worldwide. Madagascar opened on May 27 and has generated a domestic box office of approximately $192 million. It continues to perform extremely well internationally and currently ranks as one of the top 5 computer animated movies of all time. Bum. There you go.
All right, well, let's see. With that, I wonder if this is working.
It's not. I refuse.
Hey, well, let's just take just a couple of minutes before we start taking any questions, and we're going to switch over to our little handy cam.
The Blair Witch cam.
The cam.
Oh, God.
There you go,
And the
guys.
first thing he looks
Warren
at is the
Mess.
TV monitor.
Yeah, look
And
at that.
Kevin just puts his head down and shakes it.
So, you guys, we can kind of give you a sense of what we see and what's going on around here. So here we
Buzz
are.
sees the back of the laptop.
Inside of BuzzNet right now, and a lot of people in here just chatting away. So here you guys go, a chance to see yourself. That's right, your own TV, Gaz. That's right, guys, there you are. So let's see. This is what it looks like from behind the desk up here. And I did give a brief tour the other day.
Hey, wouldn't it be ironic if you aimed that camera right into the other camera?
We should try it. No, for those of you that are wondering, I did a little bit of a tour the other day, but Zach was yakking away, and I didn't really talk about what you were looking at. You were. You just didn't realize it, that I was walking around.
That's cool.
So we'll pick up with exactly where we left off the other day, and that is with the lovely Robin. Sound
Still
asleep.
It never fails.
She's been there for days now. That hasn't changed. Zach just puts a little bit of food by her mouth and sucks it up and continues sleeping. That's the render farm, and it continues to grow slowly. And we have our robotic burning towers 1 and 2. And the duplication center, so it's really 3 different duplication
Go get
centers.
a shot of my PC at some point.
Logan, turn around, say hi.
It'll take him a second to hear that.
It's only about a 2-second.
1, 2, turn around, Logan. He's ignoring you now.
There he goes. Say hi. That's
Hey.
Logan for those of you that would like to meet Logan. And let's see, what else do we have going around? So there's our little camera set up right now.
If you'd like to meet Logan, press 1.
So let me see if I can get my wires free enough to kind of move around a bit.
It'll never happen. I'm waiting for you to
There we go.
fall and
Nope,
break
we're doing
something.
good. This over here is where I work. And
The new dual monitor station.
yeah,
There's
with
boat
rebates, $225, and these things are sweet.
that was for one a piece, right? That wasn't $225 for both of them.
I wish.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
And this is the VTM recording station over here.
With
So
Marvin.
this is where we do all of our VTM work, basically. Yes. And up here, well, the two swords are missing, and then of course the ever so important Alien and Predator toys. Yeah, these guys are a must for inspiration. Yes, even the little bloody guy.
Yeah.
And for those of you wondering what the boat looks like, there is my boat.
Wow, it's amazing how well the camera's picking that up.
Yeah, it's actually picking up pretty well. I just can't stay. I'm not a very steady guy. So moving right
We
along.
call it the Blair Witch Cam.
So here we are with the Behringer mixer, and moving right along.
See what I mean about wires everywhere?
This is the telephone equipment for call-ins, and then we've got switching units. We've got the distribution, the DVD stuff that's recording live as we're doing this. Telephones, another mixer that's not in use, spare wires so that we can find them. Feedback like crazy, ladies and gentlemen. Feedback. TV monitor. If we were to swing around this way, this will irritate some people. We've got my lovely daughter, Heather, sitting down here. You know, say hi to everyone. And my ever so beautiful wife, Angela. Say hi, Angela. Aw, she actually said hi.
She's
That's
shy.
amazing. You can see where she works. It's quite a nightmare over here. The logistics of keeping 3D Buzz afloat can be a bit tedious from time to time. And have you ever really wanted to learn how to create drinks? This is our quick, here's how to do it.
What I learned in school.
Yes.
The important lessons.
Moving right along, Zach asked for a quick showcase of his computer. This is where he's at. As you can see, the most important discs of the day.
Yay!
He's been getting Half-Life 2 back up and running on his new machine now that he has the 7800 on it. And so Zach works over here from time to time with his little bit of inspiration. And Niels sent this to Zach as a birthday present a while back.
Yeah, it's autographed by Ralph McQuarrie, the concept artist who really, he's the guy who controlled what Star Wars really looks like.
So that is very cool. I was looking for the autograph. Hard to find.
It's, you actually passed it. It's down right there in gold.
Oh, in gold. Zoop.
Yep, that's it.
There you go,
Ralph
guys.
McQuarrie.
So Jay, when he's down here doing his bit, has been working over here lately.
You want to pour some Coke can?
Of course.
I must have Coke.
And a little bit of inspiration for Jay up here. So that's kind of what things look like from our perspective. So looking back over here is a whole new angle for the TV show. And
a lot scarier like that.
Damn, Zach, our curtains don't quite reach far enough.
No.
Shit.
And
You're giving it away.
I was going to say, like,
you just blown it all.
Tomorrow it'll be like, Zach, can you line the whole room with curtains?
that would be nice of you. And, of course, we do happen to like balls, and we started a bottle collection.
And that
now.
camera angle does it no justice. There's like 100 bottles up there.
Yeah. And for the refrigerator, yeah, I mean, let's see.
Oh, let's take a look inside the
Let's
fridge.
take a look. Well, at the moment, we don't have anything very important. Not at all.
Notice that's empty, by the way.
Let's see, what else is back there?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They're going to start to wonder what we run on.
No, we don't.
There are some non-alcoholic drinks in there.
Honestly.
Skips them.
There's a few of them, I'm sure, if we look hard.
So there's a
Bowls and Smirnoff.
there's a quick trip around the Buzz Cave, guys. Something that we couldn't do before as we were doing just the radio show portion.
Ladies and gentlemen, BuzzTV Live is brought to you by Balls and Booze. Thank you.
That's
We get
right.
caffeinated and drunk and record a show.
The Sam's water.
That's not water.
So-
this is vodka.
You guys are very welcome. For those of
Give that
you,
stuff away.
I just happen to have good contacts with Jack Daniels, but that's beside the point. They should see our upstairs liquor cabinet,
Oh,
Zach?
no, they shouldn't.
And we don't pay for our liquor.
Never look at us the same way again. You bunch of drunken bastards.
So for anyone that would like to ask us questions on BuzzNet, please do so
And
now.
we will do our best to ignore them.
That's right. Starting to ignore with
no.
the first question.
Continuing with the
Now.
ignoring. Yes. How long has the show been?
It's going to be an hour-and-a-half show tonight.
Wow.
Yeah, we've really run over.
Actually, we need to kind of start bringing it to a close because I gotta be honest, man. My back teeth are floating.
Well, we got to do a couple call-ins at least. Let's see. Question. Will students still have access to reviews for a few days after the 23rd for assignments handed in on that day?
I'm going to have everything done by the next day. That's my goal.
All right, so that means the 24th. So there you guys go. Let's see.
But at midnight on the 23rd, no more reviews are graded. And if you turn anything in, I'm going to send you a review that says it was after midnight. You're worthless. Die.
James Kierstead said, are you a member of the Tennessee Whiskey Water Conservation Society? And let the eyes focus.
Whiskey Water Conservation Society?
Absolutely not. Let's see, what do we have? Something asks about the Hobo Toolkit video and camping video. Please. We will try to get that to you as soon as possible. Should be a bit easier now that we've got some equipment to help facilitate it. Moving right along with questions real quick. Regarding the extension, should we PM Angela? That's a good... Dude, Rhino, that's the best question of the night. How should we handle this? PM Zach.
Yeah.
If you're wanting an extension in the class, and remember, for 4 weeks, it's $100. PM Zach. Let's see.
Are we going to have here's a question I'm going to throw out. Are we going to have a cutoff time on when we'll accept extensions? Are we going to take them right up to the last day?
No.
I say no.
No, we'll want to process it before that.
Exactly.
Okay, so
That's what the
at least
Wednesday
3 days. Yeah, I was about to say 3 days before.
So Wednesday of next week, which is the 20th? No, it's the 21st.
Something like that.
Wednesday the 21st will be the cutoff for extensions. I have decreed it. So let it be written. So let it be done.
Brad L45 says, I've heard you speak of the XL1. Sounds like you're liking it so far. Did you shop for long on eBay? And what do you think would be a good price for one on eBay? I've looked, but need to price out some of them that come with loads of extras and lights, a bunch of stuff he doesn't necessarily need. Also, big difference between cameras. What is the other camera? And believe it or not, while there is a big difference between cameras, Kevin did an awesome job of tweaking the crappy cam to make it look a lot better tonight. He really did an amazing job.
He was smacking us around. Like,
a good price, Kevin. What's a good price for an XL1 used? $900?
$100 billion.
If you're able to walk away with one from $900 to $1,200, I'm thinking that's a pretty good deal.
Yeah, we were seeing them on eBay.
They're worth it.
$1,300.
Yeah, they're fantastic cameras. Now, of course, there's the XL1S and the XL2, and everything I've read about the XL2 is just phenomenal. But again, that's $5,000, and that's outside of our price range.
Yeah.
I picked this camera up for $1,600 about 2 years ago, year and a half ago, and have not really had a chance to use it. This was one of the main reasons I got it, and we're now using it for this. And the quality on it's just freaking amazing. And you guys don't really get to see that because, of course, this stuff is being compressed and transcoded, etc.
You guys got to understand, I'm here. One of the biggest reasons I'm at 3D Buzz is to keep Buzz honest. One of the biggest reasons he bought the XL1 is because he was going to turn 3D Buzz into a porn site, and he needed a decent camera to do that. And then we backed out on that at the last minute. You guys will never believe what DVAS was going to stand for.
It just simply stood for divas. Naked Divas.
NakedDivas.com.
So let's see. We do have more questions coming in. The Developers Corner, which week will it start back? Asked by Big O. Big O, we will try to get to it as soon as possible. As you can see, we have gone through a lot of technical changes to 3D Buzz by putting together BuzzTV over the last
a few more
week.
to go through.
And a little bit more to go. So perhaps next week we can get that going again.
Yeah.
We'll do our best, I promise. Let's see, what else do we have? Will students of the MFC need to send in their ID proofs again for the modeling class? Asked by Paul Holm. No, sir, you will not. In fact, we're going to make the registration process a lot easier this time. Angela's come up with new ways of verifying people, and you guys will simply process it like it's a regular order, but it's not going to appear in the store for the public. You're going to receive a private link to it. That is all of those that PM'd me the I want into the class link, or PM, that is. You get the idea.
Yeah.
Let's see. Give us a Maya modeling class sneak peek by Pez. You guys will see.
You're getting it. Back off.
Yeah, you'll get it really soon. Owens D. Hey, Owens. I haven't seen you in a while. What's the lowdown on the new upcoming C++ class. At the moment, there's nothing we can really talk about. Agents is in the go, but has been slowed down a bit, not been worked on quite as much while Joel is working on getting the Houdini content flowing for me. We plan on getting that wrapped up as soon as possible, and then Joel will be back on Agents. Agents will be worth everyone's weight. I guarantee you
Like
that.
combined.
For those of you that I've seen on 3D Buzz say, it's not like it's going to be any really big deal. It's just a simple, here's how you know. It's a big deal, ladies and gentlemen.
Extremely big deal.
This will compete with other applications out there that you spend thousands of dollars for to do crowd simulation type stuff. So there you go. Joel working on Houdini from China, asked by something. No,
he's in
Kansas, which might as well be China.
Yeah, I've driven there. It's pretty barren.
Owens D said, I didn't mean agents. I meant the beginners C++ class. That's not actually going to be a class. That's just content that I am putting together to release for free for everyone. You don't have to be a member sponsor. It's just something that will be available. So it's not going to actually be a class, just so that there is no confusion on that. But that's all the details I'm willing to give right now until I have an opportunity to get back on it. Let's see. And Owens D announces that those of you that are in modules 1 and 2 of C++ online course for member sponsors, the grading has been completely caught up. Thanks a lot, man.
On.
Let's see. What else do we have? Anodynamic says, what is the rental market like in Dixon? If I wanted to move there and work for you, what would a 2-bedroom house cost per month? I don't know, Zach, what does your place cost?
You can move up under my bed, boy.
There you go.
Let's see, I'm going $550 a month, and that's everything.
Anno, you will probably want one of these, or the one that you were talking about that would cut these in half. All right, we're now taking calls. If,
Apparently, yeah.
Just hit the
button.
The call button. 3D.
Hit the drop button.
All right, hit drop.
I want to know who just called.
Here he comes again. 3D Buzz.
Who this is?
This is Chris. This is Rhino 272.
What's up?
How's it going?
Hey, how's it going?
Pretty good.
I heard you guys are taking calls, and
Oh, we are now.
Oh, we are now.
We just started. How ironic.
yes, another one for the irony list.
Yes, exactly.
So I think going with you guys up there.
Going pretty good. Seems
Not
that
bad.
we're starting to get our little TV show smoother and smoother every night.
Oh yeah, it's looking great, guys. I mean, every time I watch it, it gets better and better and better.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Now, as soon as you bring in the hot chicks, it will be absolutely perfect.
See, I am right there with you, Zach.
There you go.
We've got to get in touch with the local universities and make that happen.
I was going to say the local strip clubs, but
Hang on, Zach. Have you not? So you obviously haven't been to any of the strip clubs in Middle Tennessee.
True enough.
No, that's.
Naked and it looks like a woman, so that'll do.
But, you know,
she doesn't have her teeth, dude.
But, you know, the college that I went to wasn't what I would call packing, you know?
Dude, anything's got to be better than the local, like, Deja
they're
Vu. And
important.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
I
enough.
mean,
Well,
we can go to Walmart. So, anyways.
Anyways,
moving along. That's just wrong.
moving right along.
Yes.
Just a question, Zach. I know you're going to be a tight-lipped about the modeling class. I
Uh-huh.
was wondering, Dina, I know it's advanced and everything. Will we be covering Taurus generation?
Taurus generation?
Yes.
I don't know. See, the Taurus itself is such a complex model in and of
I know.
itself.
I've been trying to wrap my head around it, and
I know, and I know how you feel, and I know that's a complex thing. Not everybody's going to get that on the first try. I can't guarantee we're going to get to that in this class. I mean, I'm trying to keep it under 82 hours, and if I stay under that goal, then I don't know if I'm going to be able to get all the way to the Taurus. Now, I'm definitely going to get the sphere.
The sphere is doable.
Yeah,
That's
sphere's a
5
given.
hours.
I've got really good feelings about the cube. I may go as far as the cone, but the Taurus is kind of stretching.
But all right, we'll let a little bit out of the bag about the class.
Yeah.
The first 3.5 hours is dedicated to the line.
Yeah.
whoa.
The line.
The line.
Wow.
It's
I
straight.
thought there were
Not the
so many
CV
intricacies
curve.
in the
Not a
line.
curve. Not a curve. A curve at no curvature. We're
No.
talking straight
That's right.
lines. But that's a very important modeling thing. You need to know about that.
3.5 hours.
And now, I know you're probably disappointed about the whole Taurus thing. I don't really know what I can say to console you. Like I said, though, we got to keep it, functional. We got to be able to get this class out by
Got to keep it
October.
real.
Yeah, so I appreciate your patience. There will probably be an advanced modeling part 2, like a volume 2, and in that one I will definitely try try my best to cover the Taurus in the manner it deserves.
Excellent. Okay, another question, Buzz.
Yes.
Regarding the Houdini class.
Yes, sir.
Now, that's my whole idea of getting into 3D was to work in the film industry.
Okay.
Do you think I should possibly hold off on the modeling class and go wait for the Houdini, or take the modeling then take the Houdini?
That's a really good question. Here's my thought. Like I said earlier, I can't guarantee that it's going to come out in mid to late December, so I just don't want you wanting to hit me over the head with a fish if it ends up coming out in the second week in January.
Fish, I'm getting a shovel.
There is a very good chance that the Houdini class is going to run twice. Side Effects and I have already talked. They're pretty sure that there's going to be a lot of industry people that are going to want to get into the class that are coming from other applications that need to get up to speed quickly on Houdini. Because of things like that, we're probably going to run that class twice. I'm almost positive.
Okay.
So if you wanted to take, and an interesting thing to note, of course, everything that you pick up from Maya, from the modeling class, is applicable over in Houdini. Just some of the tools, of course, are a bit different, but
It'll be covered in
still the same type stuff.
That's what I wanted to know. That's what I thought. I figured that, the basic modeling concepts would be the same. Just
Absolutely.
getting used to the tools.
That's
Indeed.
right.
I mean, you're still working with polygons and NURBS and some sort of extension that's like subdivision surfaces.
And a good thing to note is and for anyone who's wondering this, in the Houdini Fundamentals class, we are going to do some modeling, but there's not going to be a lot of modeling.
Not an emphasis on it.
No, not at all. Because Houdini is a technical application designed for doing effects.
Right.
I see.
So we're going to be doing a lot of high-end effects.
Okay, so that's cool. I mean, I answered all my questions. I'm kind of like at a loss here. But I just want to say also, you guys, as I say every night I call, you guys are doing a great job. I love everything you've done so
Thank
far
you.
and are planning to do.
Awesome. It should get better. Next week should be a really interesting week.
Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it.
Guys, hang on 1 second. Zach, quit it.
All right, fine.
Zach's staring paper, and that's all I hear.
It's almost done, too.
Yes, driving me crazy.
I'm going to let you guys go, but
All right.
for the other listeners, and talk to you later.
Okay, then you
Thanks
take
for
care.
calling in, man.
Thanks a lot for calling, Rhino.
No problem. Take care, guys.
You too. See ya.
Bye.
All right, I guess the thing's going to auto hang up on its own.
It is.
Should a second.
I made a paper man.
It's Jay.
It's Jay. Hello, you got 3D Buzz.
Hello there.
Hey,
How's it
How you
going?
doing? You got Monkey Moo tonight?
Monkey Moo.
Monkey Mooness.
Okay, hang on. We're going to take this moment for you and Zach to share an intimate moment.
We're going to reconcile. So, hey, thanks for fixing up your talented ball assignment.
No worries at all. I got a bit I got myself all wrong ideas going through the head on that one, so no worries.
Jay, what was he saying?
I didn't make out.
Would you say that again, mate?
Will I say that again?
Yeah, please.
No problem. I got myself confused on what I was told last
Gotcha.
time I called up.
Actually,
All right,
if I pull my headphones slightly away from my head, that works.
Yeah, I think it was just a little loud. Monkey Moo, or Carl, let me jump in on this one. I apologize if anything I said came across a bit confusing. Obviously, we're wanting people to get the assignments done. Of course, we're still going to stay very hard on making sure people do the assignments all the way down to the T. I mean, it needs to be exactly what we're looking for. What I was trying to get at was for those of you that are
embellishing
and adding, an extra 5 minutes of animation and effects and things like that. Yeah, don't do that. Drop it just so that you can get the course honestly completed. But you still got to do the assignment the way we asked you to.
Right.
Yep, no worries at all, mate.
But you did great. You went back and you kicked its ass, so that's awesome.
Now, did you ever find the video reviews?
No.
No. So here's what you need to do, mate. You need to go into the assignment browser.
All right.
Wait a minute. Can we have?
Oh my God, we're going.
This is going to be awesome.
Are you watching BuzzTV right now?
Hang on 1 sec. Wait, that's the cannon. All right, here we go. That's good.
Oh wow, set the date and time.
Ladies and gentlemen, we will show you how to do this live.
Oh, you got to zoom way out. This is scary.
Oh my God.
So here we are, right? We're inside of the classroom, and in the classroom, all you need to do is come over here.
He's out of here.
Where is the mouse? Just come over here and click on assignments. And then from assignments, you should, of course, you can view your own assignments in your classroom. But do this. Change the filter to, say, all assignments. And you can do the entire course. And if you have a specific one in mind, just come in here and say, like, just the talented ball, perhaps.
Yep.
And we can change status. And let's say I want to look at everything and just refresh it. And then you're going to get a list with a lot of entries in it. We've got one that's pending. We got people that have failed, passed, etc. And if you just click the review button over here, it's going to download the video, and it's going to show you in real time.
Click it.
Click it.
I
So
commend you.
here we are. We're pulling something
you
in.
get this thing, and then here you go. Here comes the media player, and up.
And hang on.
And here's somebody who failed because they didn't compress their video, so all I'm showing is just a little window saying, hey, you didn't compress, learn to use
And
XVID.
right now, audio's off. So if I came in here and turned on audio. All right, so we have no audio at all on the laptop. I may have something plugged up to it, or it may be off on the side just because I wasn't planning on using audio with this guy. But anyways,
there you go. That would be a video review right there. All you got to do is hit that review button, and you're good to go.
So that's it. Right now, Zach's just talking. But that now, are you getting the feed right now, the video feed, or are you just getting audio?
I am getting the video. I did a bandwidth test with my provider.
Okay.
And for some strange reason, minutes after that, everything was fine. So I don't know what was going on.
Gotcha.
So maybe they pulled the finger out the backside. I don't know.
So that's how you do it, and so cool that I can actually just show you guys right now.
Absolutely.
That's good. I'll do that in a moment. Jason, send you a PM.
You sent me a PM?
Regarding 3D Buzz advertising.
Oh, thank you for saying that. Anyone that has sent us any PMs recently about the contest, advertising, etc., I will get back to you within the next day or two. It's my apologies. It's been a very, very crazy week.
Getting the show up has been kind of nuts.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, because I'm handling the marketing and the sales at the moment.
So
if you have any ideas,
and contest
if you
stuff,
send that to me.
Right,
I'll have a look at it.
No worries. Well, what I've done on the BBC website, they've got their own education learning area. Well, on their link, I've just emailed them saying that can you please put your site on there, because most of the learning material they have is links to other sites.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, why not put yours on there? So, but it does say they have thousands of emails. It might be a while before they reply back, if at all. So there you go.
That's very interesting. That's cool. Yeah, thanks for that.
Well, that's about it, really. Basically, Zach.
Yeah.
I owe you a slap around the chops, mate.
What?
He says he owes you a slap around the chops.
Oh, okay.
He's going to deck you. When he sees you, he's just going to pull back.
On your first TV live show, when you read out that story about that builder's accident.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm sitting here with my headphones on, being nice and quiet at about 4 or 5 in the morning, laughing my face off, forgetting about everybody else in the house. I go right bollocking because I woke the house up.
So you're blaming us for being funny?
Oh, yes.
Wow. Well, fair enough.
That'll work.
Okay, guys, thanks for your time.
Right,
thanks a lot, Carl, man. You take care.
Sleep
Take care.
well.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
That's great. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guys, if the phone rings in the next 5, 4,
3, 2, 1.
3, 2, 1. Oh,
Saved by the bell.
money.
Hello, you got 3D Buzz.
Hey.
Hey.
Davey89.
Hey, Davey, what's up, man?
how's it going, Davey?
Good.
Good. Glad to hear it. How's things?
Things, all right.
That's good. How's the class coming?
You're drawing, listening to you guys.
You're drawing? Why aren't you working on the class?
Because I have homework due tomorrow.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
There is that. There's a whole real world.
Just tell him
thing.
you had something more important.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily more important, but I'd say more important.
I understand. It's all good. So what can we do for you, man?
Well, I was wondering how long you plan to run the other classes.
That's a good question. We've not yet announced a date because we
want to get an idea of the length of recorded content first.
Right.
I mean, if we end up with 20 hours of content, we'll probably give you 2 to 3 weeks. We'll give you 3 days.
No, that's not true. We'll
I'm
probably
just
end up
kidding.
giving you 4 weeks.
Yeah,
Obviously,
right.
we don't want to crush you with a massive workload required for the class. At the same time, we don't want to give you 4 months to do the class.
Right. These 11-week classes have to stop.
How many weeks for class 1?
Yeah, it's what, 16, 18 weeks?
It's been a lot. So basically what we're waiting for is once we get the content completed, we'll have a very solid understanding of the time required to do the projects. And then, of course, we'll take that and we'll add time onto that for those that can't work on it constantly.
For normal people.
That's right. And there you go. So my guess is 4 to 6 weeks.
I'm thinking 6.
6 weeks?
Maybe 6 to 8.
Okay, maybe 6 to 8 because one of the models will be quite complex.
And modeling itself is an involved process.
Yeah, one of them is very, very involved.
So, yeah.
And then also, I was wondering, are you and Zach going to be working together again, or like
on the modeling class?
Or all the classes, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because, like, I know in the Maya class there was a few videos where you did it by yourself, Buzz, and which is fine, but it just wasn't quite as good, I want to say.
Well, that's because you don't have the 2 people, so it gets a little bit more boring.
It changes the whole thing.
It does.
The tone becomes very different.
It does, but just keep this in mind. Every now and then, it does happen. What project are you working on right now again? Is it 2?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait till you get to 3.
Wait till you get to 3. You get to listen to Zach for 3 hours modeling the mech without me.
Yeah, Buzz was actually away at the time. The video had to be done or we were going to fall off schedule, so
That's right.
I recorded it on my own. It's just how it works out sometimes.
Right. Well, I know why you do it, but I was just wondering if from the sound of it, how you guys been talking, it sounded like you were doing it by yourself.
No, the deal is here that I am primarily designing the modeling class on my own. I will not be recording it on my own.
That's right.
I'm doing all of the R&D work. I'm ironing out the models we're going to cover, getting all of the lessons prepared, and then call Buzz over. We'll run that all through the system, and then we'll get them recorded.
And at the same time, I'm working on Houdini with Joel and on the Maya TD rigging course. And so I'm really juggling some balls. And
yeah, there really is an awful lot of work to it.
And then when the recording for the Maya TD and Houdini begins, I'll be grabbing Zach and we'll be recording those together. So there again will be 2 people.
He's going to stop juggling his balls and grab me.
That's right.
And we're going to record a movie together. Anyways.
And then I also have another question. Other than like the movie industry or film industry, what other fields can you go into with 3D?
Forensics, architecture, print
media is getting really big for it.
Yeah, let's see, medical.
Just about any visualization technology out there is going to use 3D on some level these days. And that goes from product visualization to medical visualization to, oh, God, the list just goes on and on. Anything people need to see.
Game design. I mean, it's really, it's big.
There's a variety of different simulation-based fields out there that are going to use 3D.
Star Rider says from BuzzNet Chat, head over to ANIDB.com. Again, that's ANIDB.com. It's a database of all the animation businesses out there, so you might find that interesting.
Alrighty.
All right, cool. Well, thank you very much for calling in. I guess we're going to go ahead and wrap the whole show up, and we're going to pull the cord right after this one because we have gone way over, and, of course, we'd like to get this encoded and up for everyone without the bandwidth being 500 megs. Yes.
Could I say one more thing?
No, quiet now.
No,
all right,
fine.
Come on.
If there's any other people out there doing mods or anything like that that need a place for like forums, website, and stuff like that, I wanted to let them know that wolfgaming.net, we have a lot of web space open for mod people.
Okay.
I know there's a lot of gamers and mod people on 3D Buzz. So if anyone's looking for a place to put up there, whatever, go there. It's I think we give it away free still. Joe, the guy who runs it, loves giving away things. So you can talk to him or talk to me, and I can talk to him. It's easy. We have servers. We'll be happy to run them for him for testing and all that stuff. So any mods out there, we would love to have you. So.
And that's wolfgaming.net?
Yeah.
There you go, guys.
Good stuff.
All right, cool. All right.
Well,
thank you very much for calling in, and we will talk with you later, Davey.
All right.
See ya.
Bye now.
All right. Not only that, pull the white cord the white cord. Thank you, sir, very much. Kevin's like, I just came over tonight to talk to you about the commercials, and now I'm working
being
the whole
the
thing for
AV
you.
guy.
Yeah.
Pressed into service.
Guys, we're going to need to bring the show to a close. It has been fantastic that those of you in the BuzzNet world were able to join us inside the chat region of BuzzNet. For those of you out there that were not able to join into BuzzNet and were able to join us live for the radio portion, we thank you for joining us and hope you've enjoyed tonight's show. Again, coming up Friday, less than 24 hours from now, we will be opening up the stream for anyone on 3dbuzz.com to join in and watch us live. Oh, man, let's pray our server does not explode, which is very, very possible.
How have we done?
Let's see. By the way, real quick, for those of you, I'm sorry, not less than 24 hours, less than 48
Yeah, I was going to say, we're not doing
hours.
2 days away, not 1 day.
Less than 42 seconds. It's been a long day, guys. Real quick, though, before we let you go, for those of you that are in the BuzzNet chat right now, would you please be so kind to let me know how many of you guys have been able to watch the audio-video stream without any problems tonight? This is important for me. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Bit bumpy for Rap. Rap.
Yeah, another one, a few skips.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Rap, you're Danish.
Okay. As you guys can see, looking at BuzzNet, a lot of perfects, some 98%. It really does depend on what's going on the internet, what the path is from our servers to your machine, the final destination.
You may have to stop downloading porn for a few minutes.
Rap.
So, again, it all depends on, I guess, just what's going on the net. I mean, that's all we can really say, because you can already see that there have been a good chunk of people that have had no problems whatsoever and have had a flawless stream all night. So from our end, things are running really well.
Absolutely.
And with that, that's what I needed to know. So, guys, thank you again for joining us on BuzzTV Live, and we are out of here. Yeah. All right, Logan.
Kill it. Die. Go away.